Welcome back to another video. It's Friday, and you know what that means?
It's time for Top Fuel Teachers.
Who's that? I don't know. I think it's one of Justin's mates.
Justin?
You know Justin.
Oh, Justin.
Justin.
Cool car though.
Cool car in the background. We approve. So this is a bit of a follow-on, like a part 2 of the update that we done on the WRC car last week. So let's talk a little bit more because we've got lots more to talk about. So we've made quite a bit of progress on the interior. We've had seats fitted in it. We've had to make a little bit of a modification to the hill start tool as well. We had to move it over on the bracket a little bit because when we got a passenger seat bolted in there, it was a bit close to the seat. So we wanted to space it a little bit different. So we had to take it all off again, and we've redone it now, and you've got a little bit more clearance. So yeah, we've had 2 seats fitted in it as well. Also, we have had one of our students doing a very, very good job. If you look, still lots more to do, but we've been getting rid of a lot of the sound deadening. Now, as you know, we want to paint the inside of this white because it'll reflect better and it'll just look so much cleaner. But the sound deadening soaks up the paint. So we've got to get it all off, wire brush it all back, and then paint it. So, yep, our student, in fact, have a look at him doing it. So here we've got Callum, and he's taken some of that sound deadening off, which is an absolute nightmare at times. Comes off a lot easier with the heat gun, so we just warm it up a little bit and scrape it off. So needs doing, so then we can paint it all in here, get it all nice and white. So he's doing a great job. So we've now got our better live cable that runs from the back. Obviously it's not put in properly yet because we've still got to get rid of all this and we're going to paint it, but it's in there at the moment to make sure it all works. This is where we made the modifications to our hill start tool. So like I say, we've moved it in a little bit, tucked it in a little bit. We've got our seatbelt eyes mounted as well, although we've only got one harness at the moment for the car because we probably end up with a nice set of blue ones to match the colour scheme of the car. Roll cage is just sat in at the moment. That was just to tidy up around the place really. So we just thrown the roll case back in. It's not roll cage back in. It's not bolted in, it is just sat in at the moment. Like I say, it's all got to be wire brushed because otherwise it'll soak up the paint, that sound deadening stuff, horrible stuff. But the inside is coming along quite well. I know we mentioned the carbon gear knob before. We had to re-tap that because it was for a slightly different thread. So we found a tap that matched the gear stick, so we got that. Also got some other bits coming because we actually now, last week we got it running, as you saw. This week we've got it moving under its own power. We bled the clutch and we sorted out the brackets and the gear cables. When we did that, we realised that one of the gear cables, they're a little ball and a cup that pops on, doesn't hold it on tight enough, unfortunately. So we've had to order some more gear cables for it, and we also ordered something else, which slips my mind at the moment, but we did. So we'll have to change the gear cables, but they'll be all right. As well on the inside, we've got our engine cut-off pull mounted. We still need to look at that a little bit more. It does pull the switch off, but the car still runs on the alternator. So we're going to have to look at the wiring on that to make it so when you pull it, it doesn't just cut the battery off, it also stops the car from running. So these are some of the bits we've got for the interior of the car. We've now got our pair of bucket seats actually mounted to the seat subframes. They're not on runners. You're actually, with them bolted in, I can comfortably drive the car with them bolted in solid like that. Might put runners on them, might not. It is snug in there, it is tight and snug, but it's okay. We've got our co-driver's footrest there as well, for if it gets a bit too much. And we've also got our Greyston race pedals that we will be fitting in it as well, just to give it more of that rally car feel and look inside. We do want to get an intercom. I know we've got an intercom in D, but we do want to get an intercom for this one as well, because again, it's just to make it a bit more of a replica of what we can. So, as you know as well, we have our light pod bolted on and strapped down, and guess what? It's wired up as well. So, do you want to see the lights work? So on ignition, and there they go. Now that should light up those country lanes at night. They're LEDs, so they don't take a lot of power. As you can see, there's a lot of LEDs in there as well. But for more, it's just for looks. Like I say, this is going to be a bit of a show queen, this car. We probably only take it to shows, not use it that much. But so far, all is going well. It's nearly time to pull the engine out, do the cam belt, the water pump, and just redo everything under the engine bay, get the wiring in the right places. Some of the hoses, the power steering hoses, are routed wrong at the moment. So we're going to pull the engine out soon and start all of that. Bodywork, we've been sanding down a bit more, getting it nice and smooth and flat, as you can see, because time is getting closer for when we're going to get it wrapped. So we're still going. Now we've got the main bit done. The main worry that we had is the engine wasn't a good one. That's done. Coil pack mounting. It's just come to me. Coil pack mounting. That was the other bit we've ordered. Gear cables and coil pack mounting. Because at the moment the coil pack's just sat there loose. We're going to get new coil pack, plug leads and plugs as well for it. Obviously give it an oil and filter. It's going to have a service before it leaves here for the first show. Octane show. June the 8th. Plough corner. So we're going to have all that done. Like I say, the engine's going to come out, we're going to go over it, probably give the manifold, you've seen the manifold, it's got a nice colour blue on it. We've got some HVT. We've got some paint, we've got some high temperature paint lying about. So we're going to paint that blue again while it's out, just to tidy it up, and again it will match the colour scheme of the car. Like I said before, Brian's got the spoiler. He'll also be getting the front and rear bumpers, the light pod, the scoop and the vent to paint as well while it's getting wrapped. So it's not long. It's not long. We are cracking on. Soon we should have our other wheels. Thank you very much, Mr. Matt Neal, you legend. Yep, soon we should have our other wheels and they are going to look amazing on it. Thank you also, Maxis, for the tyres. Again, thank you. But it's going to look amazing. Once it's wrapped, it's got the livery, the stickers on it, it's going to look amazing. But you won't see it until the show, which we will be doing a video at the show. We might even do a little bit of a live, I don't know, we might not, but we'll be doing a show video anyway, and I'm sure somebody will be able to film the car getting unveiled at the show. And then we'll show you videos afterwards of us wrapping it and all that. But it is making big progress. We are steaming ahead with it and we are still on target to make this show. So, waffle on. Thank you for watching this. It's goodbye from Chris.
See ya!
And it's goodbye from me. Thank you once again to all the students that have been involved with what we do here. You make us proud, you really do. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.